Hello and welcome to another episode of Toya Talks Wrestling. And today we're going to talk about WWE, well, rather TKO. TKO basically is the board on and owns WWE and UFC, but we're going to talk about WWE and TKO. So, TKO is pulling back on WWE house shows. Now, some of you might not know what a house show is. Basically, it is an event that is not televised. Is where you go watch wrestling, but it's not on TV, so you don't have to worry about downtime while the commercials are running. You don't have to watch video package. It's just straight up wrestling. It's a lot more relaxed, right? The matches are longer. You'll get more matches because it's not on TV. And for me, I've been to a couple of them. It's a lot more fun, right? It's a lot more fun. You get more matches. The wrestlers are a little bit more like sillier, I guess you can say. But also, the wrestlers are very like, you can try a new move and everything else. And if it doesn't work out, then you don't have. If it works out, they can always use it on TV, and you can be like, oh yeah, I saw that at the house show. If it doesn't work out, well, the only people that know about it is the people in the arena or whatever. But it's pretty cool and it's pretty fun. But they are scaling back on that. For money wise, always about freaking money all the time. I personally think that it is really important to have these house shows, not just for like the big time players and stuff like that, but for the mid card, right? The mid card, they don't get too much TV time, and everything else also can help some of the mid cards, like, get out there more and be more in front of a crowd and wrestle in front of a crowd and get more reactions and get them out there and push them and stuff like that. Like back in the day when Vince McMahon when Vince McMahon owned WWE, he would have a whole lot of house shows. That's how he would basically promote, WWE, WWF back then. His shows, right? He would go out there, and I think he would work these people like crazy, like a bunch of agents in the sweatshop. It's just ridiculous, right? But I mean, but at the time, I figured that is what he had to do. That's what he thought it was the best. Granted, they had made a lot of money and they got a lot of popular. Even like the mid cards back in like the 90s were just as big as the guys who were considered the big time stars in WWE. And I'm thinking it was because of all the house shows and everything else like that. But now you have it to where it's like, I guess you don't really have to do too many house shows and stuff, or try to go out there and like try to be better, try to practice, or try to like get your mid cards out there and stuff like that, or your newbies and stuff like that, because they do have NXT now, and NXT is kind of like, okay, they do train there, they do like all this other stuff, but also you do be able to wrestle in front of a crowd and wrestle in front of an audience. And now they've been doing a little bit of traveling, because usually it's like they stay at the center in Florida, but now I think they've been going to like New York and like Chicago and stuff like that. But I think like it's very important, especially for like people like Lyra Ventura and like Chelsea Green and Shinsuke and all these other people who are like not on TV as much, but have titles, and they can defend their titles at these house shows and stuff like that. Now I understand why, because it's money wise and stuff like that, and they might not make any more money, or I hear that they want to put more money in live shows, which is great, it's fantastic. More PLEs, more live shows, I'm all for it. But even then, they're even scaling back on that as well, because I mean, I know Vince McMahon used to make like a whole lot of matches in one night and stuff like that. And I think Triple H wants to do like 7 or 6, which is pretty good, but like they scale it to like 5. And the problem is, a lot of people are going to blame Triple H, and Triple H has no Triple H does the creative, right? He doesn't do the management of like how things go, right? Or what's gonna be scaled, what's gonna be at, you know what I mean? That's not him, that's TKO, right? So they only do matches now where it's like 4 or 5 matches. Like the match elimination only has 4 matches. I'm assuming because The Rock is gonna be talking for like a half an hour, you know, whatever. Like The Rock is gonna be like a 30-minute segment alone with Cody. But like when they do shows now, it's only like 5, right? I think like they could do like 6 or 7. You know what I'm saying? Put more people there, especially the mid cards. Put them on there and stuff like that. But if you're gonna like scale it to where you're only gonna have 5, you need to do more house shows because you need to promote these mid cards, right? And I mean, I get the schedule is probably a lot easier now and everything else. I think when Natalia had an interview, and she was like saying that, you know, it's nice to have someone who's a human being talking about Triple H. And I could imagine that Triple H was probably a little bit more lenient because he worked a Vince McMahon schedule. He knew how that was, you know, so he's been there, so he knows how it is. So it's like, you know, they work, they even have like pre-recordings so they could spend time with their families during the holidays. Look, I don't got a problem with the pre-recordings because I don't have a problem with people want to spend their time with their families and stuff like that. So like, yeah, they have like house shows. Like last year's, I think they had like 200 and something. I think this year is like 100 and something house shows, I believe. I feel like they should do more. They should do more house shows. That's just my opinion. Just for the mid card, if nothing else, for the mid card, right? Get them out there, promote them a little bit more. I do understand about, you know, money wise. I think that if you're going to build more on like, if you're going to build more on like PLEs, then you should probably do more matches than more than 5. Like 6 or 7 is good, right? We don't need to go overboard. We don't need to do like 10, okay? 6 or 7 matches are good. You know, they want to now, like I said before, I made a video before how they want to do a lot of PLEs and two nights on them and stuff like that. I don't know how that's gonna work. I mean, it could work now because WWE is on a upscale right now. But like I said before, will they always be this way? I doubt it. You know, because it's like, you know, every company has their ups and downs. Right now they're up, right? They're on their upscale. Like, I don't know if it keeps getting up or it stays the way it is. I am not sure. I hope so. You know, I hope so. I hope that, you know, them like not doing house shows, them try to charge more money for tickets, and everything else. I hope it doesn't. It seems like now they want the high scale people. They want those people who come to the shows with the money and everything else for popularity reasons, I guess. I don't know. But like fans like me and who can't afford like $500 ticket in a nosebleed seat. Are you crazy? Right? To go to a PLE? No. We can't do that. We'll just watch it on TV. I mean, it's like, I don't want WWE to be their demise. Like I said, like, I don't like Vince McMahon and what he does, but as far as business wise, I feel like he might have a better ran it better than like TKO's running it right now. I'm just saying. As far as business wise, creative wise, Triple H is doing fine. Except for that SmackDown, okay? That SmackDown was terrible. But other than that, Triple H is doing fine on creative, so. But yeah, I like I said, I wanted to talk about the house shows and everything else. I think they should do more. They need to put out their mid-card talent for sure. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what's going on. Still gonna watch it too. I'm gonna watch into the close the doors on WWE. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, you know. It's TKO, and I really don't know much about TKO, to tell you, but anyways, that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget, tomorrow is Elimination Chamber and it starts at 7 p.m. East Coast time, so that'll be what, 4 West Coast time, and I think 6 more like in, I don't know, Missouri. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.